All right, Rusty Hitt and Stephen Nutt here with you. Got Laney on the controls here. Got the A-team back again.
Expert.
Yeah, after Adam bailed on us. And maybe he's the bad luck. You know, Laney was here for all the wins last week. So we got to get it done here tonight for sure. It's do or die here for the Tigers. And they haven't been in this spot much over the years, except in Game 3 situations.
Yeah, we were talking about that. You know, it's a lot of these series we've won the first game, so it's a little bit difficult coming in, being down one game, and your back's against the wall, so you got to step up. And especially tonight, I think it's going to be with the bats. You got to have some good hits, good approaches, and get some runs early.
Yeah, no doubt. And again, you're the home team. You really are the home team tonight, even though we're in the visitors' dugout. They really got a stone last night. But yeah, you're the home team tonight, so you need Connor to come in, put up a 0, get past Aranda in the batting order, put up a 0, and come out here and get a quick run and take a little pressure off your team.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a key, because in a situation where there's a lot of high stress, then a lot of runs or some runs early can take a lot of that stress off and make you play a little freer. So I think that would be a big key. Otherwise, the longer it goes and it's tight, the harder it is on our guys.
Well, the good thing is you got a seasoned vet on the mound here in Connor Perkins. Again, a lot of starts, big starts for you the last 2 seasons. So you've got that guy that you feel pretty good about on the mound, feel matching up. We don't know about Fermines. We know he looked pretty good at third base. He threw the ball across the diamond pretty well last night. But as far as a pitcher, we don't know. Here, 80-82, breaking ball and changeup. So all the things that you want to see out of a pitcher, but you got to make him throw strikes. And if he throws strikes, a little different here tonight. Wind is blowing out, but it's blowing out at about 11 miles an hour instead of about 3 or 4 miles an hour. So.
And it's blowing dead left, right field. So left there, Aranda, and their big guy that hit the other one. He did look good his other at bats, but that one he put a good swing on. So you got to keep them in the park, and hopefully maybe Easton can get one tonight.
Yeah, we got our own big left-hander right there, and if you can get him to put one up in the air, elevate one, you got to think it's going to be out in the trees here in the distance. And so I know they took BP live on the field, and I don't think he left many in the park in BP. So, well, let's see the meeting of the coaches here. Let's go ahead and do the starting lineup for you. The Wilson Wildcats will be the visiting team here. Leading off playing center field is David Rosas. And DHing tonight, it's kind of a surprise to me, as athletic as he looked. DHing tonight is J.D. Aranda and Oliver Minyard. And he'll be the catcher for you for Wilson. Jesus Fermines will be on the mound hitting cleanup. Danny Gonzalez will be at shortstop. Zane Lopez at second base. Joe Loera Cabrera, who hit the home run to win the game last night at first base. Kennedy Shoulders is at third tonight for Fermines, and Kalen Sirleaf is in right field. And they will DH for Adam in left field. For the home team, the Corsicana Tigers, Easton Autry going to lead off tonight, play third base. Jordan Demez will hit to second and play shortstop. Connor Perkins hit third, be on the mound. Josh Portillo behind the plate hitting cleanup. Sean Medrano hitting fifth at first base. Trenton Bruton in right field. Gabe Sod is DH. Gabe Edgar is in left, and hitting ninth is Brody Dobbs in center field here tonight. And that's your switch up, as he will hit. Blake Phillips will be at second base, but will not. It's probably not a bad thing for Blake to not have to, even with the cage, you still got to get up there and focus on that.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Let him focus on the defense. You need that out there and not have to worry. And sometimes it can run roughly off in the field. You don't want that to happen.
Well, we're going to have over here in Crandall for game 2. Again, if the Tigers can win here tonight, there will be game 3 tomorrow here at 1 o'clock. And again, most of the time, Stephen, we're over here in early March, and the wind's blowing in about 25 to 30 miles an hour straight in. So the wind blowing out or not out and nothing at all is kind of unusual for us. So.
It really is. It seems like we've always played them that first week of the district season, and
number 9,
some cold days over here. So I don't even bring my jacket. It might cool off here.
Number 7, Oliver.
Yeah, I've been in these baseball games long enough. You never know what's going to happen. But a little breeze here, and again, blowing out. A while ago it was 11 miles an hour. It's about 75 degrees, and probably about 72 or so here when we get this first pitch going, the first inning. And again, last night's game was over in about an hour and 40 minutes. And then our broadcast was over even quicker as we were talking to Woodrow in the post game, and they unplugged us over here at in the shack over there where the supplies are. So he told me, he promised he would keep us on air tonight. So I just said, I hope we have a reason to be on air.
Stay on a little longer than
Kennedy Shoulder.
So introducing the Wildcats right now.
Number 1,
and again, only had 4 hits last night. 2 of those were by Aranda. And Corbin Hall was saying the pitch that he hit the home run on was almost kind of like a throw the bat out there on the outside corner. He called the changeup. Josh thought he said fastball away, whatever, and so he threw a fastball away. It was out on the black. He just kind of reached out and flicked it, and again, it didn't look like a little flick because it was a line shot out of here.
He barreled it up pretty good. He got it all over there.
Charlie Frederick.
Just shows you that's all really what you got to do. Get on barrel.
Number 18,
take a whole lot.
Brady Scoville.
Well, Tigers need to hit some on the barrel tonight and get some balls in play here. And again, these kind of games, you just don't know. You got to feel like you need to score 5 or 6 runs here tonight, but Connor can put up some zeros and give you that chance.
Yeah, I mean, he's the guy you got to go to.
Number 24,
you got to have him come out, like you said, with the home team. You got to top of that inning. The first inning is going to be key. If he can get out of that quick.
I thought last week was good. He gave up those 2 runs there in that first inning. Didn't let that get to him. He really settled down, and his offense kind of came on at that point and gave him a chance.
There were a lot of good players. I always think that's a good sign coming in there.
I think instead of going to the cage, getting their swing,
17.
he wanted the kids to see the ball fly. And he wanted to see the ball hit into the field and visualizing that ball either going out of the park or hitting line drives at the
Number
gaps.
19, Preston.
Yeah, that's
Wing.
something for your confidence.
Number 20, Colton.
Being able to
Stewart.
see the
Well, you know, just being able to watch the ball and visualize what's going to happen. You know, you talk about so much visualization in sports, and to be able to actually see it, that's what you want to see. And again, Big Easton hitting leadoff here tonight. And again, start off the game either where they put you on, they pitch around you, or maybe you get you a 1-0 lead here to start.
Yeah, I like that. I think it's
Number
not
2,
a bad idea.
Connor.
Puts a little pressure on the run on the back.
At catcher, number 3, Josh. At first base,
The other
number
switch,
10,
Brody
Sean.
Dobbs, hitting ninth tonight. And I told Heath Audrey, he's going to get some
Number 9,
hits.
Trenton.
As a freshman, he got the game-winning hit on this field.
At
As a
second
sophomore,
base,
first
number
game of
1,
district,
Blake.
he threw a one-hitter over here for a shutout win. And so
Outfielder,
he's got good
number
feelings
15,
about Crandall.
Dave
Yeah,
Eckert.
there's something to that. Some guys
Fielder,
feel real comfortable
number
in
6,
certain
Brody
fields.
Dobbs.
It's nice to have them down there in that 9-hole right in front of Easton, too.
At this time,
Yep.
basket
All right, got the national anthem coming. We'll be quiet once you listen to that. And we'll have first pitch coming up shortly. All right, here we go. Play ball. It is a big crowd from Corsicana here tonight. We are surrounded. Big student section, bigger student section than we had last night. You already hear the noisemakers going. And they had a big student section last night. I don't see that yet, although they got a good crowd.
And I think they were late arriving yesterday. It seemed like it was right as the game started, so maybe they'll go in here.
Well, Connor Perkins will be first out on the hill. He'll face David Rosas, J.D. Aranda, and Oliver Minyard. 3 tough outs here in this Wilson Wildcat lineup.
Yeah, that's definitely the gauntlet you're going to run. These 3 guys were their approaches. Aranda, we were pretty impressed with. And Minyard also, he got the 1 hit late, but he's obviously a ball player.
Yeah, no doubt. And Aranda just scared the heck out of you the way he hit the ball last night. He does that again. He may not get too many pitches.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that you definitely have to be careful with if you got in a situation where you can. It's very rare you can dominate a game in baseball, but last night, if anybody's ever dominated one, he really did. With his glove, fielding the ball, pitching the ball, and hitting the ball.
Well, obviously he was fantastic on the mound last night. 70-75% first strikes thrown in the game. And again, scouting report coming in was he's 55% strikes. So he rose to the biggest moment in the game where he needed it the most.
Yeah, that's huge. For that guy. And so we can use that right now.
So center fielder David Russell steps in. The defense for the Tigers, Edgar, Dobbs, and In the outfield, the infield, Audrey, Temez, Phillips, Medrano, and behind the plate is Josh Portillo. Gets over for strike one there. That's a good start for Connor Perkins.
Yeah, I mean, that's a real good start. Good spot. He hit where he was going and keep that up.
Breaking ball down and away, 1-1. We are looking, or I am looking exactly down the first baseline here tonight. So get a decent look, a little different, a little closer in than we were last night. It's a ball low. 2-1. He just needs to pick that up.
Yeah.
A ball or two right there. He's close. There's a fly ball on the left. Edgar going over, finding the sun. He's running. It's a long run. Ball's going to get down off the wall. Edgar with it. He's on 2. Half turn there. We'll stay at 2. Oh boy. One hops the wall. Big swing right there from Rosas. Of course, the wind helps, but put it in an area where Edgar just didn't have time to get there. Plus, he's looking dead in the sun.
Yeah, that was a good spot. He took the right angle at it, but it just wasn't able to run it down.
Deep left center. So, again, one hops the wall. Edgar got it in as quickly as he could. And then here's the guy from last night. Nobody, man on second base and no outs. J.D. Aranda steps in, left-handed hitter. Good location, but off the plate. Hit his mitt. I don't think they're going to come into it.
Yeah, that's a situation where you don't need to. You got first base open, so don't get in it.
Fly ball to right field. Is the wind going to carry it? Bruton's drifting back. He's at the wall. He makes the play. Man tags at second base. He'll get there easy. He did not hit that very well, and that was at the wall. So
yeah, he kind of got that one off the end of the bat. It's still
Out batting,
out there in the
catcher,
warning
number
track.
7, Vineyard.
I think his back was almost to touching the wall, probably. But again, short field, 315. 360 in center, so that probably gets your right there is probably about 325 to 330.
Yeah,
so this is Minyard, Oliver Minyard, the catcher. Takes first pitch, strike one. One down, runner at third base. Tigers are going to play back in the middle. Play Medrano in at the corner, even at the bag is Audrey. Time called there by Minyard. Junior catcher, good looking kid. Ended up with a hit last night after a couple strikeouts. First pitch, or second pitch, breaking ball is down, 1-1. They're planning to pull it in left, playing over in right. There's a ground ball up the middle. Temez dives, but it goes off his glove, so be a base hit, run will score. He takes a big turn, but stays there. I don't know that Jordan could do anything, but he might have kept it from scoring, but I don't think so.
I doubt that, yeah. Since it was up the middle,
Out
he was playing back.
batting, pitcher, number 13, Ramirez.
And if he wasn't, coach committing malpractice over there with the ball to his left. So 1 run in here, 2 hits early in the game as they come out swinging away. Cleanup man, the pitcher for Means. Pretty big kid himself, only a sophomore. Fastball hit foul. Good looking athlete there.
Yeah, you mentioned, I mean, we said that was top 3 or 4. That's the gauntlet you got to run. And if you can get out of this with just one, that wouldn't be too bad.
Get you a one hopper out there and get out of this inning. Chopper in front. Perkins has it, goes to second base, gets one to Smith. He misses it. I don't know if it was the sun or just trying to make the play to second. Mishandles the ball right there, being error on the shortstop. Perkins made the right play.
Out batting,
Yeah, he had it on a couple of steps.
Just hit the end of his glove. Trying to be that quick exchange right there. You gotta make the first one first. So first and second, 1 out. See if Perkins can pitch around trouble. That's his brother, so might be a tough ride, tough night tonight. We didn't get out of this. 0-1.
Good spot right there with that fastball.
That breaking ball is just breaking a little too much, getting low, so cannot go ahead and throw it for a strike yet. They've held off. And again, the scouting report on these guys was they hacked, so they've done a good job by laying off those kind of pitches. 1-1. Time called.
We talked about they had a lot of blowout wins. Sometimes your approach is a little different in a blowout win.
Yep.
Sometimes it's worse in a good game, but it seems like they've stepped it up and been able to have the right approach.
Foul tip. Ball and 2 strikes. I don't know if they double Minyard up, but they sure get the lead guy when you're sitting there with 2 out. Golly, that hurts. See if he can get out of it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tigers down 1 already. First and second, 1 out. 1-2 pitch. Ball bounces in. Good job by Portillo. Eating that one up, blocking it, keeping it in front. 2-2. I don't know how tough it is with the sun on the field. It's pretty tough for us.
Yeah, it is.
Here's the 2-2. Chopper again. 1 hopper. Phelps 1. Will hold the ball, will not throw it. The ball was pretty slow, so they get the lead guy. Runner advances to third.
I like that to hold that.
Number 4.
Don't really have much a chance at first, and if you do throw it or bounce it over there, you got runs for it.
So you got 2 out now. Brings up Zane Lopez. I believe he's the kid that got hit last night, right? He just came back in, so second baseman. Tigers get this out here. They can get out with 1 run. A little low there to start him off. So he reached on the hit batter, and he was actually scored in front of Cabrera's home run, if I remember right.
Yeah, he was.
So 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to right. It's going to slice a little, but Bruton is there. And the Tigers are able to get out of it without much damage. Just give up the 1 run. And that's going to do it here. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left. So 1-0 going to the bottom of the first. Tigers will be up. Well, we're back here going to the bottom of the first. Jesus Fermin's on the mound. His defense is Adam, Rosas, and Sirleaf. Infield is Shoulders, Gonzalez, Lopez, Cabrera, and Minyard behind the plate. Easton Autry going to lead it off here tonight. I think we saw him do lead off a couple times last year. First time, I believe, this year. Yeah, I know we had Adrian all last year. Maybe he did in some tournaments. So Autry going to step in now. It's the right-hander for Means. So we're going to miss off speed. A little breaking ball in there. Here's the 0-1. Foul ball on the left side.
Good, keep doing it, Bob. Let's go.
Down 0-2 in the count.
Win here, win here, win here.
Going after him.
Win here.
You got to think soft here, or fastball way out of the zone. Brown bounces in, gets away from the catcher. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, have an idea right here, Bob.
Not good. Choked it down. Bounced it about halfway up.
I don't know about right-hander throwing his changeup. If you can't throw it, you better be able to throw it.
Somebody's probably throwing it down so far.
Yeah, we'll see. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Good.
Fouls that one off, stays alive.
Hey, keep pressing right here,
Ever
Bob.
watch a game against the Astros, you see the weird angles and stuff in the outfield? Well, the weird angles are at the dugouts, right behind the backstop here. Fouls, that was high and deep. Third left fielder's running, and it's caught right at the line, so did not get all that one. And so Tamez will be up with 1 out.
Shortstop, number 8, Tamez.
Getting down 2 strikes, he had to be protective there.
Better route by me.
Yeah. Yes. So Jordan Tamez up in the 2-hole here tonight. Takes the ball away.
Good.
Get these 3 guys going. Tamez, Perkins, and Portillo. Chopper, left side. Shortstop's going to play. It's going to be a tough play. Tamez beats it out pretty easy. Third baseman let him have it. He's got to cut over and take that ball. Yep.
Now batting the Tigers.
And he would have gotten there and made that throw, made it close. So the Tigers got something going here with 1 out. Runner at first base. Connor Perkins steps up, trying to help himself out here. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt, takes it high, throws down to first base. Tamez is back standing up. This is Connor's kind of game to hit a home run.
Yeah.
I mean, was that Ennis over last year with the wind blowing out? He was pitching, I think, and hit himself a home run. So. Just saying, if it goes out, I call it. He tried, popped it up. Gonna be in foul territory. Third baseman calling it. Makes the play. So Josh Portillo need him to hit like he did last week, and he was really barreling the ball up. So. Almost be tempted to run him here with Josh up. Yeah. Takes the ball up. Bender's got plenty of good arm, we know. With a hit and run action, big hole on the right side. Takes the ball low, 2-0. Now maybe you sit back and say, okay, 2-0 count. They can throw you a strike. John Medrano on deck. in low. Oh boy, here we go. It's gonna be, last time they do the left, right, left when you're running back from the strikeout. Now we're gonna do the ball. So here's the pitch. Sean Medrano steps up. Had the big hit had a nice hit last night out to right field. We'll get a runner draw, I believe.
Courtesy runner for the Tigers, number 16.
Jackson McGraw. Being a freshman, expecting things out of him in the future.
Like last night, it's a really good breaking ball yet. That doesn't mean he doesn't have one, but I haven't seen anything like what we saw last night.
No. And I'll tell you, one of the other thing is Medrano does hit the ball on the right side.
Yep.
And if he can hit one line drive over that first baseman's head or down the line, we're going to score 2 here. Ball there. Good job behind the plate by Minyard, keeping it in front. 2-2 now. Got the drones behind us, keeping the time. 2-2 count, checks the runner at second base. Here we go. Ground ball on the left side. Third baseman up with it. As avoiding the tag, but Medrano grounds out to end the inning. Tigers threaten a little bit. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. After 1 inning play, Tigers down 1-0. Wildcats will be up. Phones, don't they? Here's the 1-2. Yep, got him looking. Much like he looked last night in his first at bat. That's why everybody's a little surprised when he hit one out. So third baseman,
number 14, Shoulders.
Kennedy Shoulders steps up. First pitch is up a little bit there. 1-0.
Holy moly!
Nice. Phillips has it. Throws it over to first. 2 down. I think he helped you out right there with a 2-0 count. Excuse me, swing.
Number 1, Sirleaf.
All right, right fielder, Kalen Sirleaf. Wherever the emphasis goes, takes the ball low.
Good work, Josh. Good work. I don't know, Chief.
Need to get this guy. You don't need back to top of the order. There you go.
Great spot.
Just a little bit of adjustment on the pitch right there. And a good job by Josh catching up. 1-1. Yep, same spot, 1-2.
Good spot. Stay right there. I don't think he can do much with that if keep it on his knees.
Here's the 1-2. Curveball bounces in. 2-2. Go back that fastball to me. Kind of on that inside corner. All right, here we go. Bottom of the second inning coming up right here. Tigers down 1. Trenton Bruton going to lead it off. Bruton's side and Edgar. Jesus Fermines on the mound here. Had some trouble in the first, but got out of it.
Actually, it's a short field.
So Trenton ready to step in here. Kind of playing straight up in the outfield now. Left fielder's having to shade himself from the sun. Breaking ball stays up. 1-0 here to Trenton. Had a big week last week.
Yeah, he had hit some balls hard. To do that tonight, right over second base, he had a couple of those last Saturday.
Here's the second pitch coming. That's in there for strike 1. 1-1. So Fermines not getting too far behind there, getting the strike over. And the 1-1. Trenton with the bunt, right at the pitcher. Fermines up with it. Didn't throw it as confident as he did from third base, but he made the play. We've had 3 bunts in this series, or 4 bunts. 3 of them have gone right to the pitcher. So Jordan, yeah, it was Jordan, right? They hit bunt. They had a good bunt last night. So Gabe Sod coming up here with 1 down. And that right fielder is playing shallow. Sod crushed that ball in right center last night. Now they're going to shade over. Now moving back. Right field line is wide open, so.
Good.
Take a ball.
Hey, we stay close.
Get one of those Texas leaguers over the first baseman's head.
Get yours. Here we go.
Here's the 1-0. Pitch is high, 2-0.
Good. Hey, gotta be the box right here. Get it up front. Let's
Yep.
go fly.
I think let's take another one right here and see what it looks like. Yeah. Got Gabe Edgar on deck. Pulled it foul. 2-1. I don't know if he just took off of that pitch or was off speed.
I'm not sure either, because it doesn't look like it moved too much.
Nobody better. Let's go.
I think that might have been a little inside. 2-1. Popped him up. Catcher's got to play. Makes the play. 2 outs. And we got to make these guys work. This is way too easy right now. Baker, excuse me, is up now with 2 outs. Had some really good at-bats last week, right? Yeah. He came up with some nice hits, big moments. I think he scored the go-ahead run. So on game 1, yeah. 2 outs, nobody on. It's a good pitch there to get him started. Off speed over the plate. Gonna step off. Brody Dobbs is on deck. Ball low. 1-1 now to Edgar. Innings are passing too fast here.
Yeah, definitely want to slow this game down a little bit. Get some base runners.
Go, Gabe, win here, bud.
Here's the 1-1. Swinging a ball that was well short there. 1-2. Fooled on that pitch. So a ball and 2 strikes. Fouls it off the bat as he check swings there.
Yeah, that was a little bit up. Probably ball 2.
Alter retrieves the ball to the screen. Again, the way it sits, you don't really have the guys in the dugout getting the ball, so hanging in there.
Yeah, not bad. Good job of just fouling
Can we get somebody else chasing balls? I don't want my hitters running that much. Ball and 2 strikes. Stays up. You're going to hear some moans in the stands. That was a ball.
That was.
Caught it at just around the letters. So 2-2 now. And the pitch. Inside. Full count. Yeah.
A little closer than
Yeah. That's a good location coming across wise, but you can see his glove reach inside a little. So it's full count now. And you're making him throw a few pitches at least this inning. So here we go, Gabe. Full count pitch. Hit him. Gabe didn't like it. man, you got to. That's a sophomore, man, staring a guy down. I guess sophomore on sophomore there.
Fielder number 6.
Sophomore on sophomore crime. So puts the man, another free guy on. Brings up Brody Dobbs here. See if my prognostication here was accurate. So come on, Brody. There's first pitch. Bunts it. Foul. Third baseman comes in now. Takes strike 2.
Go, Brody, win it, win it. Fight right here, fight.
We really helped him out a little bit on that first pitch, fouling that one off. Swing and a miss. Threw that one out in the right field. But struck Dobbs out there to end it. So that's going to do it here in the second inning. Tigers go down 1-0 as they go to the top of the third. We'll be right back. Third inning, Tigers down 1. Got word that back home and people watching saying the stream, the video is choppy and cutting out. Well, that's just bad internet. You'll remember Steven tried to broadcast from over here. He couldn't do it in the regular season. We're on the Wi-Fi, but again, it's been a little iffy today. So I'm glad the audio's coming through. At least we'll try to keep you updated. So.
we're at the top of the third. Back to the top of the order for the Wildcats. First pitch into Rosas is up high. He had the double off the left center field wall his first time up. Came around and scored the only run of the game so far. Perkins ready, delivers. Grounder out to shortstop. Tevez over. Gets the hop.
There we go. That's a good job by Connor getting the ground ball pounded in the ground. That was his specialty last year. A lot of ground balls.
Yeah, designated hitter number 9, Aranda.
That's going to bring up JD Aranda. First pitch in.
Ooh, good pitch.
He left the right field his first time up tonight. Sent it pretty deep even though he didn't hit it too well.
Sent it to the wall.
Here's the 0-1. Down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1 inside.
Yeah. He's getting that ball breaking over that inside corner right there. 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounder out to first base. Woodrow with it. He's going to race over and catch it to second. 3 on the system, so after the second out of the inning.
You like to see him on the ground.
Number 7, Midger.
Bring up the catcher, Oliver Midger. Midger singled his last time up.
And you know, if Easton's got a ball he can drive to center or right, same thing would be happening for him. Since everything's been so away in this series so far.
First pitch in is a ball to Midger. Perkins winds and he delivers. Good. Grounder to third base. Off
short out.
skips the short hop.
What a play! Here.
All right, we'll be back in the bottom of the third. Lead it off with Easton Ogden. Jordan Perez, Connor Perkins. That sounds like a couple runs to me.
Yeah, I mean, they've seen him one time. And again, for Easton, don't swing at that first pitch out of the zone. Make him come to you. Get one in there and drive it. If he wants to walk you and pitch
I think that's the key. Don't get too anxious. Don't get too excited. Just take what they do.
And I'm fine first pitch swinging, just making sure it's your pitch. So.
He's always been pretty patient.
Yeah.
Good.
And I'm good not swinging at that pitch, even though he got it over for a strike.
He's in for a strike, but you're right. Wasn't one he wanted to drive. Here's the 0-1 for Means. Winds and delivers. Ball. Lined out to right field. Right fielder comes in, makes a sliding catch on his knees. Gets the out. Hit it pretty hard.
A lot of top spin on it. He came in with his knees. I'm not sure he caught it clean. I think he had to trap it on his chest, but he made the play.
Sir Leaf out there.
Now to the back of the Tigers, the shortstop, number 8, Ahmed.
That's single his first time up. Get one this time. Inside low.
Well, it's a well-hit ball. It doesn't fall for you. You've seen him have some of those opposite field slicers that get in. It hits that one right on the nose.
1-0 is low as well.
Maybe a little too well hit. He carried out there.
Yeah.
Big spot, man. You got 2 balls right here. You good hitters count. Just make a good choice. That's got to be the very top of the zone right there. That's a ball you can turn on.
Here's the 2-2. Foul back. All kinds of trouble with the scoreboard. They don't know the count, they don't know the odds.
He's trying to get totally. We start all over. There you go. Now get some 2 balls up there. Balls must not be working.
2-2. It's a line in the pitch.
Oh, come on. Ooh, good pitch. Looked like it was going to be up on the inside. It ended up breaking a whole lot more than I think any other pitch he's thrown.
Yeah, that was probably the best good ball of the night. 2 outs now. Perkins comes back. Perkins popped up to the third base for his first time up. For me, he's trying to have a 1-2-3 inning to match Perkins. He's going to bunt it down the third base side, but it'll get foul. It's not a bad play with the
New third baseman.
So far, he hasn't shown a great arm.
One throw was lacking confidence.
But that was just be a strike, so it counts 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the third,
No extra base hits this series so far. Well, I guess Easton's counted as a double. Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike.
We hadn't seen a ball hit in a gap. Guys running.
Ground ball to shortstop. Gonzalez with it. He moves to first. Good first. That'll do it. Tigers still trailing it.
4th inning. We got to get 3 outs and go get some runs now.
Yeah, we definitely got to score some runs. We hadn't done that this series so far. One last night and none tonight. So, man.
Yeah, it's tough. You got to figure it out, and you don't have long to do it either.
Running out of outs. It's the 4th inning. It's for me. It's going to lead it off.
Yeah.
There's a liner to short.
Yeah. Next ball had a lot of spin on it, popped up, hit the top of his heel, couldn't hang on to it.
Now batting for the Wildcats.
Bring up the shortstop.
Gonzalez.
Danny Gonzalez. For me, he's going to have a courtesy runner.
That's a well-hit ball right there.
Perkins delivers. Gonzalez shows up.
That's a pretty good pitch. That's around the belt. down. A guy who's comfortable fielding and throwing the ball right there. Again, no appeal. Bought right to him. He's going to be able to get off and make that play.
It's going to bring up second baseman.
Good jump by Dobbs, never a false step. Got there in plenty of time, got good position, made the play.
Now batting first baseman,
last night. He's up in the situation with the runner on first tonight. And the ground ball to first, and John's got it. Tigers still trailing it 1-0.
Go back to that, don't you think? Because you think he's sitting dead red at 3-1-2.
Take some off the fastball. It might go curveball. There he goes. Lead off runner on base. Gonna bring up Tom Madrano.
2 walks and hit batter. Portillo's both of the walks here. So, all right, so you got the tying run at first base. You got Bruton up next. We're going to bunt him over here.
It's definitely a situation where you typically would do that.
Portillo is going to run. They're not going to run for him here. Good bunt. If that's any number of other runners, he's safe. The shoulders ended up making a good throw right there. But he executed. Good sack bunt there by Sean. Like I said, if that's Perkins or Portillo or Temez, that's probably base hit.
Yeah, that's not much of a...
Or Phillips,
First
Dobbs.
runner
Yeah.
for the Tigers, number 16, Jackson.
Does his job,
McGraw.
moves it over. It's going to bring up
Now
Bruton.
batting for the
Now
Tigers,
that McGraw's
right
at
fielder,
second,
number
as he'll
9,
run now.
Bruton.
That's right, Bruce. Let's go have fun.
Do have Maddox on deck. Looks like he's going to bat.
Let's go.
I mean, he's had some of your best at bats, even without hits the last few weeks. Had a great at bat last night in the ninth.
Foul ball by Bruton.
Get out of play. It's out.
Hey, drive it. Drive it.
No balls, 1 strike.
Turner had a lot of big RBIs last weekend. Need to keep that going right here with his chance.
This is a situation. Bottom of the 4th. Time to make something happen right here.
Let's go, Bruce. Let's go, baby.
Bruton's been a guy that's done that
Slow yourself down right
in the
here.
past. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Go, move him over.
That was a good-looking pitch right there. Hit that out to right field.
Arch single. Arch single.
If he stays on that ball, drive it down the line, he might run
Yeah.
all the way around. Here's the 0-2.
Good job by Minyard. Scooting over there, making sure he keeps that ball in front, not allowing McGraw to move up.
ready now. From East comes set, checks his runner in second. Now delivers the 1-2.
In the hole. Had Jackson holding up right there, kept him from scoring, but Autry did not want to run into an out for sure right there, because if he was able to back that, and that his play would be at third base. So make sure it went through. So you got Maddox Deal coming up now, first and third, one out, big chance right here to pick up a run.
Wait, say Maddox, let's go, baby.
I can see him be able to do what he did last week. He had 2 really big hits in that game 3.
I'll take a reasonable fly ball to the outfield. Probably don't want a ground ball here because double play would be in order.
There's a pitch, fly ball. It's shallow, shortstop Gonzalez is under it. He's going to
Take it.
throw it home.
Go.
Block it.
Oh.
We're going to be able to move up to second.
Yep.
But we'll hold the runner at third. Not deep enough to steal the runner there.
I like the fake, and if he gets by him, you can score, but you would have scored because he just had to block it.
Yeah.
But there's no way to know that.
No, you don't know that. And he might have played it a little bit.
Yeah.
Left fielder, number 15, Edgar.
Hey, Edgar coming up, 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring, but this is, like we said, this is situational baseball where a lot of games are won with 2-out RBIs. Main comes set. Foul ball over the Wildcat dugout on the right side.
When last night in this situation, no balls got to the backstop until we got a guy at third base.
True.
And a random bounce one in, so.
Edgar stands back in. Down in the count 0-1. Tigers at second and third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. A little extra on that one.
Yeah, it's one of his best fastballs, I think, today.
Makes the count 0-2.
Come on, Gabe.
0-2. Here's the pitch. Up high, ball 1. Good take there by Edgar, not getting too amped up.
Slow down, Gabe. Slow down.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Draw at third, Bruton at second. Here's the 1-2. It's upstairs, 2-2.
That's a pretty good take for a sophomore right there. Again, not a lot of at-bats, a few at-bats in district play, but most of his at-bats have come here in the playoffs. Kind of finished up district play, getting them. Hit it, bro. That's out.
No chance, so we'll reset and do the 2-2 again.
Man, great experience for Gabe going into next year.
It really is.
And Maddox, too.
Let's go, Gabe. You got it, buddy. Cash in right here, 1-5. Let's go.
2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on base. Come on, Maddox. Hang in there as he tips it, fouls it back into the net.
He made him throw a lot of pitches last time as well. Ended up getting hit by a pitch.
Or hit him on that 3-2
Yeah.
count.
Proven to be a tough out.
I like that approach. I mean, that's
Go 1-5. You got it,
good
buddy.
approach
You
by
got
a
it.
young player to be able to.
It's in
to
there,
do
hard
that,
single if it's in
continue to
there.
Fight those off.
Stepping up.
Steps off.
Man, you got the tie and run 90 feet away. So close. Hey, get away. Save. Get a chance. Go again. They've scored 3 runs in this series and don't have an RBI.
And 2 runs this inning with only 1 hit.
And a walk. The leadoff walk comes back to get them. Wow. And this is all Gabe Eggers' tough battles right here.
Long at bat, causes that.
Walked him. Man, that's a very mature at bat right there. He fouls off 3-4 pitches. Makes you think you got to throw the perfect pitch and try to throw it too perfect. Bounces away. Lets 2 runs score on the same play. Tigers with a lead now. They don't deserve it, but they've got it. 2-1.
Exactly right. It's going to bring up Brody Dobbs. Tiger center fielder tonight.
Uh-oh. If he doesn't double clutch it, he's got him.
Edgar was way off the bag, and then he kind of double clutched before he threw it down there.
Edgar's doing bunt and run. He wouldn't.
Edgar's taking off. I don't know. Looks like to run through his signs again. Here's a pitch. It's up high.
Throws it. Nope. Man, what a play by Cabrera.
Cabrera's able to dive and keep that from going in the right field.
That could have been trouble because they are shading, so not as much as they were.
No, he's definitely more.
Still a long way.
Dobbs shows one again, takes it low. 3 balls, no strikes.
That boy B Dobbs. And you got number 5 coming up. You can get Brody on right here. We are. Walked it. Well, we've talked about it. I got time called here. We've talked about it. If you don't walk us, in general, we've had a hard time winning games. That's 4 walks in the game, 3 this inning.
Like we talked about, execution, we were able to take advantage of what they give you. And they give you 3 walks this inning, and so far been able to take advantage of it.
Now you've walked 2 in a row, and you got this guy coming up. Do you try to just get over to not give another walk? Or do you just say, you can't give in, right? You can't just groove one right here, or you're going to be down 5 or 4-1, 5-1.
We live for this. We live for this. We live for this.
Now, Easton's got to stay within himself right here and realize he doesn't have to have full max effort here to get something good to happen.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Tigers now leading 2-1. He's knocked it at the plate.
Say, be careful not to get back picked here from the catcher too at first. Yep. All right, Jordan, you got a chance here. Yes.
Now batting for the Tigers, shortstop, number 8.
Got time to bust open right here if Jordan can come up with a big hit.
Bases will be full of Tigers if Jordan's missed.
Well, didn't we see Josh Portillo hit a grand slam in this situation pretty much?
We did. Man's up. He's ready.
Great job by Minyard right there.
That's another thing of loading the bases up when a guy's been having trouble already throwing strikes.
Yeah. So this is the 8th batter in this inning, and again, you've only got 1 hit. So
Here's the 1-0.
Be better than that. Be better than that.
Coach Octor telling me Jordan's one of the best students, one of the smartest kids on the team. So great student. You have got to make them pay right here.
Step back and catch it. Touch your head.
2-1. Vermees gets a sign. He comes set.
Yep. What do they have after Vermees is the question, right? Cabrera?
Cabrera's been the number 3 guy. He has thrown a lot of pitches, especially this inning.
Yes, he has. He has definitely had a lot of work to do. 3-1 count.
Here's the 3-1.
Hit him.
Hey, dude, we left for that.
Body language is not good for Vermees right here. He thinks he's done. And if I'm the coach, I go get him. I don't know what else he's got to do here, but it's tough.
The best things in life are free.
Pitcher number 2, Perkins.
Change the game.
He's going to let him go. Just look at him. He's looking at the dugout.
Yeah, it's like he wants somebody to come up. That's going to bring up Connor Perkins now. Tigers leading at 3-1.
So Perk got a chance to help himself a lot right here. Bases loaded with now with a 2-run lead.
Nice batter of the inning. Takes the first pitch in upstairs.
I think Vermees did a really good job early on, being able to get over for strikes, get us out. But, man, we just worked him so hard this inning. He's having a difficult time.
There's a ground ball to third. Third baseman's going to just tag the runner. Get the out. All he had to do was go tag the bag. But he
Yeah.
tag it. Doesn't happen before the Tigers pick up 3 big runs. They do it on a hit and 4 walks, 5 walks.
It's the Tigers
But
of Corsicana High
good
School
inning,
3.
made him work a little bit, and we'll be right back for the top of the 5th. Tigers now flip.
No, sorry.
We're back here, top of the 5th.
Let's go,
Wilson
D.
Wildcats come to the plate. It'll be
Now batting for the
Shoulders,
Woodrow Wilson
Sirleaf,
Wildcats,
and
third
back to the
baseman,
top of the
number
order with
14,
David Rosas.
Shoulders.
Perkins delivers, swing and a miss. Good spot right there by Connor Perkins with the fastball to lead him off, get ahead. Here's the 0-1. In there for strike 2. Perkins attacking now with a 3-1 lead. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. It's in tight. Upstairs, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch. Come on, pitch.
Strikes him out there. Gets away, but he's able to throw down and get the out there at first base. So first batter out here in the top of the field.
That's a good start. Go put it out there and get that first guy. Get this top bottom of the order. Get nobody on here after putting up 3.
And he attacked him early in the. I like the way he attacked early in the count. There's a fastball after the strike. 0-1 count.
It's a rough inning for those guys over there, especially for Cabrera's over there warming up now. Yeah.
Strike 2. Good job right there by Perkins.
I mean, you'd love to see us hit our way to 3 or 4 runs, but right now you take them any way you can get them.
And Perkins.
Yep.
Just look it.
Perkins looks really sharp right now, and sometimes get that lead like we talked about.
Yep.
The leadoff hitter,
Helps
center
out a little
fielder,
bit.
number
It's
2.
going to bring up David Rosas.
That's 3 strikeouts, 2 in a row for this inning. Doing exactly what he needed to do.
Goes that one in behind him. Misses with that curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch to Rosas. It's outside. Ball 2, 2-0.
All right, you don't want to put him on and have to pitch to Aranda. He's been able to get him out, but you don't want to keep tempting that.
Here's the 2-0. It's down low. 3-0.
Go, dude, right at it.
Being careful with him. He did hit the big double off the wall.
Yep, got off the game with the double. Scored.
I don't know if the wind has died or we just can't feel it because all these people around us.
Ball 4. Walks him on 4 straight. They will bring up Aranda. With the runner on base.
Now that's first one tonight. And we saw what happened last inning when you start walking guys. So.
Never like to walk guys, especially
Now
ahead
batting
of
for the Wildcats, the
their best
designated
hitter.
hitter, number 9.
And you're and on 4 straight. So.
Yeah, 4 that weren't too competitive. I mean, we didn't really have to work too hard for that walk.
No, he didn't have to think about taking those.
We have 2 outs here at the top of the 5th. Tigers now lead at 3-1. It's a big inning, really, if you can get through this one.
Conference over. See how well he did.
Yeah, see, usually we see a pretty good pitch coming out of one
Come
of
on, buddy,
these.
get yourself right here.
Let's see what they do right here with Aranda.
I don't think Trenton Bruton can take 4 steps back without hitting the wall.
I don't think so.
With a good reason.
Perkins comes set. He delivers. Down low, ball 1.
Again, all those runs came with 2 outs for the Tigers. So, you know, you got Minions, a good hitter on deck. So.
Here's the 1-0. Inside for a strike, right on the corner.
He's been able to throw that curveball in on him and get it over that corner on the inside at the knee and have good success.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Line foul over the Tiger dugout.
You started to say, I never saw. I knew it was fouled. I never could pick it up. So. Last time he got him to beat one in the ground right at Madrano. So.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner going. Fouled back by Aranda. Rosas moving on the pitch. Everybody resets now. Perkins looks in, gets his sign, comes set, and delivers. Fly ball, center field, left center. Dobbs is going on the run. He's going to get off the wall.
Let's score a run.
One runner's going to score. Aranda's going to have a stand-up double. And the Wildcats are back on the board. A run now, 3-2 Tigers.
That 2-out walk comes back to get him when you got to go face Aranda and you got to pitch to him. And again, that guy, one of the better hitters we've seen.
No doubt about that. Took that outside pitch and just went with it. He's pulled most everything so far, so we were shading him to the right center side. He's able to get it down. Bring up Oliver Minyard.
You got to stop it right there.
Minyard has a hit tonight. He grounded out the third his last time up. Tigers lead at 3-2, but Wildcats threaten again with the runner at second base. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Kamez fields it. He's going to fall over and get the out. Got to win the inning. Wildcats pick up one runner on one hit and a walk. But that'll do it. Tigers lead at 3-2. We'll be right back.
Need more runs. Need more. Get him back.
Back here, bottom of the fifth. Tigers lead it 3-2 now. We'll lead it off with Josh Portilla, Sean Madrano, Trenton Bruton. It worked last inning. That's the same starting order in the fourth inning. We picked up the 3 runs. Josh has walked twice.
Number 3, Portillo.
Here we go. Need some more runs.
Definitely, they've sent the means back out to the man. He stays in the game. In the pit. Oh, hard hit somewhere. Hard single. The ball is 1 strike. Lines and pitches. Fly ball, center field. Center fielder now going back.
Missed it.
He is the second. He's going back.
That ball carried on him, and I don't think if he just not see it.
It looked like he didn't see it. I don't know if he lost it in the lights or what, but he kind of put his glove up like he didn't know where it was.
Well, great opportunity here for the Tigers to get that run back right here.
For the Tigers, number 16.
McGraw's going to run for the Tigers.
Now batting for the Tigers, first baseman, number 10.
They're going to bring the infield in right here. Madrano did get a bunt down while he got a really good one. If you want to look at the safety squeeze.
3-2 is the score. Run number 4 down 90 feet away. Here's the pitch.
Ground ball.
First base. First baseman's going to throw over to the second baseman covering the
Wow.
bag. Pretty good play right there. Awareness by McDonald.
And a good play by Cabrera.
Yeah.
And a bad play by Fermines. He didn't go cover his
He
bag.
didn't do what he's supposed to do for sure.
Hard single, Brew. Hard single, get him in.
Tigers, the right fielder.
I think if he'd have known he was going to the way he ended up, you might have, if you're going on contact, but it was weakly hit to the right side. So.
Had a little funky spin on it, I think, as well. That's going to bring up Trenton Brute now with 1 out. Infield's going to stay in. He squares the bunt.
Good bunt. Get there, get there, get there.
Tag him out.
And he didn't have anybody at first base. He had to tag him or nothing.
Yeah, nobody was there. They were crashing with the third baseman. So the second baseman wasn't covered.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now it'll be a run, and the Tigers now lead at 4-2 as they pick this run back up.
Now they're going to take him out?
I don't know. I guess so.
Or at least have a visit. He did a good job being an athlete out there. It really helped him.
He was able to tag him.
He said you were really quiet. Adam said you were really quiet. So I'm turning you up a little bit.
All right. I've heard that, but I don't.
You got to be loud like me, Steven.
I'm about yelling. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, got a conference at the mound. They're not taking him out because they would have already made a change. So.
He's taking a while just talking to him. He's handing the ball now, though. I don't know. Yeah, I think now they're going to do something.
I don't get sending him back out there if you're going to make a switch right here with nobody on and 2 out.
Yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense with what the thought process is. And he's not in a pitch count situation. He was at 70s, I think 76 headed into that one, so I don't know. They are going to Cabrera.
And Miranda's going to go to first base. And I'm assuming Fermines goes back to third, and the third baseman's out of the game.
That's how they're doing. Fermines was at 82 pitches.
Begins the pitch for the Wildcats. That's
Only
number
45
20,
strikes.
Cabrera.
Well, somebody's got to come into the game.
So Miranda was DHing for the left fielder. He's going to come
Yeah,
out.
and so DH is gone, and number 8 goes to the left field. That's Joey Elias.
He'll bat in shoulders place, I guess.
So Fermines went 4 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 4 runs. Not all those earned, or any of them earned.
I don't know.
I know that one was earned, but and again, even if the center fielder makes a good break, I don't know that he gets that ball. It went off the wall just about. So
Yeah, I think you're right.
But Tigers with a 4-2 lead. Cabrera, the lefty, who you would assume you would see tomorrow, is coming in, and maybe that's why he's just trying to get through this inning without going to him.
Yeah, probably trying to use as many pitches as he could from him because they have none left for Orlando. He threw over 110.
Go ahead.
Go, Maddox.
Thankfully.
Right here.
Go ahead.
So the first batter up to face Cabrera is going to be Maddox Dill.
I still don't know why you don't try to get the bottom of the order out with him.
It doesn't make a ton of sense unless something's going on.
Well, Maddox Dill, let's get you a base hit here, young man.
Tigers lead at 4-2. Nobody on base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. We're getting all the scorecard corrected seeing what's happening out there.
Now batting for the Tigers, the designated hitter, number 7, Maddox.
So Elias will bat for shoulders. He's the guy in the batting order that came out. So
First pitch in the deal is a strike. Here's the delivery. Down by the shortstop. Shortstop Gonzalez throws it up high, but Aranda snags it and gets the out. That'll end the inning in the 5th. But not before the Tigers pick up the run on a triple. And we'll head to the top of the 6th. Tigers lead at 4-2.
All right, now going to the 6th inning. Tigers with a 2-run lead here, 4-2, top of the 6th. Tigers got to get through the 6th and 7th inning here. And they got to get through Fermines, the 4-hole, 4, 5, and 6. Connor Perkins back out. Certainly would love for him to get at least through 6, preferably through 7, win this game and have everybody available for tomorrow. But you got to get this one. So Fermines reached on an error, actually fielder's choice, and a single, and takes the ball low here. Again, leadoff triple by Josh Portillo. Comes around to score on a good safety squeeze from Bruton. There's a shot, caught by Tamez, climbs the ladder. It's a big out right there to get this started. Brings up Danny Gonzalez, the shortstop here with 1 down.
He hit that one on the nose, but he was able to get it.
See Jordan make that as a nice little play, huh? So, number 2 hitter up over there for the inning is Gonzalez, the shortstop. He reached on a fielder's choice and was out on the ground ball, or there was a ground ball. 1-6, yeah. So I guess he's a fielder's choice as well. So. It's a ball low, 1-1 count here to Gonzalez. So you're not really changed, Steven. I'm gonna max you out. He said you're still quiet. So there's a foul ball off the handle. Medrano dives, can't come up with it. 1-2 now.
I think it's picking up like I did last week.
Well, check that. You go to that other mic. All right, how about now?
Yeah, I'll see if that's better.
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, it feels like it is. I hear a lot better. I don't know what's going on with that, but
In the middle of the game, it switches. Come on, Adam. What you got? Bugs built into this thing on us, trying to mess with us. 2-2. It doesn't do it when he's here, you know. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. 1 out. Nobody on in the top of the 6th. Tigers with a 2-run lead. There's going to be a ground ball to Tamez. Over with it. Long throw, going to bounce. Medrano saves it, but had to pull him off the bag. So infield hit.
yeah, I was going to say that's a hit.
I'm not sure he had time to get him anyway. All right, that one's better, he said. So.
Now batting for the Wildcats, the second baseman, number 4, Lopez.
Listen, I hope so.
So 1 down, 1 on here. This is the second baseman, flown out to right and to center. Ball in and low, 1-0 here to start him off.
That's a good job by Tamez to get to that ball. Made a good strong throw, just a little offline, but I don't think he gets him either way.
Deep in the hole to the shortstop. Shortstops usually can run a little bit. Ball away, 2-0 now. We got to focus right here. Don't want to put the tying run on. Cabrera, who did hit a home run last night, is on deck. Coming home with it. 2-0, ball 3. There's only walk 1, and that was on 4 straight.
Yeah, you don't want to do that in this situation after you got a 4-2 lead.
3-0 count. Joe's bunt, takes for strike 1. Now battle back and get him here, 3-1.
Yeah, good give me over strike right there.
3-1 pitch. Hit him.
Hits him right in the back. Or shoulder. He was hit last night.
Unless that aggravated what he had last night. That ball shouldn't have hurt him that bad, but he is holding his elbow there.
I think he got hit in the elbow last night.
Goes down.
Get up and run down the first.
So it's a walk and hit batter here for Perkins. Last 2 innings. As Walt came around to score last time. And here's Cabrera, hit the, the 2-run home run last night in a situation here to be the go-ahead run.
Now batting for the Wildcats.
Can't take it for granted.
Number 20, Loera Cabrera.
Read off of his last at-bats either, because that didn't look good last night.
So they had a strikeout looking and a ground out to first base. Tigers just need an out. There's a ball in for strike one, and breaking ball over that inside area. He likes that pitch. And that's going to get him to pound it down to Medrano if he hits it. So, or be foul probably. So 0-1 count. High leverage situation. Base hit to right field. Booting up with it. Runner's going to come around to score. Gets the ball in. Going to hold him to first and third. And Cabrera comes up big again. After looking bad on a couple of at-bats, he comes up here with another line drive hit.
What that does, it means you're at least going to see a Randa in the 7th inning, even if we get that, that makes 2 guys out.
You seem to do that in a no RBI situation.
Yeah, he hasn't done it. He squared that one up really well.
This is Autry coming in, so are we going to Easton?
Looks like it's probably going to.
That's 3 pretty well hit balls this inning in addition to the hit batter. So it is Easton Autry. He's just got to come in and control himself and throw strikes right here. And again, realize you're at 8 and 9 in the order. Just throw it over.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a key. You can't come in and put them anywhere. You got to get these guys out.
Going to have a runner for the Cabrera.
We have a new pitcher for the Tigers. That's number 5.
Connor Perkins did a great job tonight. Gave his team a chance. Kept them in the game, held them down. Giving up a run here. Got to win tonight or there's no tomorrow for the Tigers.
That's for sure.
A little too much on the curveball there. That one got Josh in a soft spot.
Courtesy runner for the Wildcats. That's number 25, Jackson Radcliffe.
Oh my goodness. That's a little different speed right there.
Nobody can hear me. I'm going to switch it to this one.
Yeah, get ours. I don't know what's wrong with Adam's headset. Adam said he hears it just fine. Apparently nobody else can. Let's get him switched around here. I'm gonna put him on mute. All right, give me a minute here while I'm changing him out. Getting everything situated. All right. You back on with us? How about now?
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Is that better?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds better to me too,
all
but
right,
I don't
you guys
know.
out there in
Let me know.
video land or YouTube land or whatever you're watching on, listening on, let us know. Got the number 8 hitter who's grounded out and struck out. Kennedy's shoulders. Oh, Joey Elias, excuse me, 4 shoulders.
Yep.
So first and third here, 1 out. So you either want a double play ball or a strikeout. Pop up on the infield would be all right, but tying run is 90 feet away for them.
Here's
Showing
the bunt.
bunt.
Oh.
Got it picked at first. Got to watch the runner here. Got him. All right. Now they got him in a run down here between home. He's trying to get back. Throw it, Josh. Got him. They got him at third
good
base.
job.
Great execution. Thought he was going to wait a little too long. But they got the run down. Man, I don't even know how. I don't even run all that down. That's an out.
That's an out.
That's a caught pickoff. How about that? Yeah. So that's a big out right there. They do get the tying run to second base, though.
Yeah, the runner on third. I mean, if he would have just stayed, we were going to pretty much let the guy get to second.
So 1-0 count to the hitter. Swing and a miss, way behind there. All he's got to do is feed the strike zone right here.
They're saying, yeah, Suzanne's telling me she can hear me clear now, so that's good. 1-1.
Hit off the bat. Unassisted by Medrano. Tigers get out of trouble. Go in with a 4-3 lead. So you're right, though. They're going to have to face some tough guys in the seventh. So, but they need that. So they got a chance to add to their lead when we come back. It's a 4-3 going to the bottom of the sixth. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Bottom of the sixth. Tigers holding on that 1-run lead here. We're not going to get an easy game. Are we just not going to get a breather?
No, it won't
Walker
happen.
Smith is going to hit here for Gabe Edgar. He will hit. I would assume would stay in left field. Got Brody Dobbs on deck. And get back to Easton Autry here this inning. So you feel like you want to add runs right here. So especially if you get Walker or Brody on. His first at bat of the series. First pitch over for a strike. He's been able to get over.
Yeah, he's thrown strikes so far.
Well hit, ball hit at second base, couple of hops. Lopez over, not a great throw, but Aranda's over there and makes the play. A little more athletic at first base. So, one up, one down. Brody Dobbs. Autry has a question.
I think they want to say they tried to pull him off. They're thinking he might have pulled him off is what
He
Coach
sends him back
Medrano.
over there.
He wants him to at least talk to the...
Well, I don't know. The home plate umpire
He
not
couldn't
going to make
see it,
that
I
call. Do we have a replay? No, we don't have a first base camera.
But you can, there's the ball.
Yeah.
He's already there.
Oh, he's safe. No.
What?
He originally said safe. He's like, oh, no. So he was safe. Our old lady got it. She was looking at it on the stream on her phone and had the still shot. Ball was in the air when he was on the bag. So good hustle by Walker Smith. But no replay in high school baseball.
Yeah.
Batting for the Tigers, that center fielder, number 6, Dobbs.
So Brody Dobbs steps in with one out here in the sixth. Brody tried to bunt for a hit. Third baseman's crashing. It's a little different third baseman playing there now, too.
Yeah, it is.
You better go to the right side if you're going to try to get a hit. Let's swing away now. You got him playing in. Right side, good job. It's going to be tough. Play back to Brown, Aranda, and he does not play it. Dobbs is on the bag. He's safe. Good job right there. Dobbs is safe at first base. We're going to give him a hit.
Yeah, good bunt. perfect spot, so that made it a tough play.
That's number 5, Easton.
So Autry up now with a runner at first base and 1 out. Throw him a hanger right here.
They're going to put him on.
Not going to give him the chance. So Jordan Tamez now with 1 out. Tamez and Perkins got a really good chance here to add to this lead.
Now batting the shortstop, number 8, Thomas.
So JT stepping up. Ground ball, third base. It's off his leg. Doesn't step on the bag. Oh, did he? He called him out. What? Did he step on the bag?
I don't know.
Wow. He's calling him juggling the ball. Did not do that. So a double play to end it.
Yeah.
If it was a great play by Perkins. But
Yeah.
I didn't think
he stepped on the bag.
But he's not arguing the play at third.
Yeah.
So, or if he stepped on it and then picked the ball up. But what a double play. Tamez, with what looked like was going to be trouble, ends up hitting into a 5-3 double play. That's a tough way to end it right there. So 3 outs away, and we'll just keep it right here as Easton Autry comes out here. Doesn't have any room to play.
No.
It's a 1-run lead.
1-run lead. That's when you need the guy to come out and be a closer.
Ice cold Dr. Pepper.
And that's what he is right now. He's coming into the game with a chance to close it out. Promising inning, just extinguished quickly. Laney's going to check it out on replay on her phone. So.
There's definitely some plays that inning that people could argue.
That was strange right here, but we got Autry's going to have.
He kicked third, yeah.
He did, okay. So he got third. I just can't. That he was able to pick a ball up, step on the bag, and get Tamez at first base. Good arm, for sure.
He did. He kind of kicked it with his right foot and then came off of it like a second, a shortstop coming across the bag.
It's good awareness by him. So going to be number 9 hitter, Leaf. Then you got a tough row right here, Rosas and Aranda.
You definitely want to get this first guy out.
And he gets a strike right there to get him started. Take a little off. It's still plenty hard, so. 0-1. A little more on that one. It sails on him, 1-1. And then for strike 2. Paints that one. Right at the knee. Ball and 2 strikes.
Stay right there.
Yep.
Throw him a cherry.
Save that curveball for the next guy. Here's the 1-2. Bunts it foul.
With 2 out.
That's
2 strikes.
You're out. That's a strikeout. 1 down. I can't hit it.
Exactly. Might as well just try to bunt it.
So 1 down, 2 outs to play here.
Now batting the lead.
Top of the 7th. Tigers up 4-3. Trying to close this one out is Easton Autry. David Rosas. Curveball over for strike. Good one right there.
Yeah, that was a good curveball.
So Rosas with a leadoff double of the game came around to score. He also walked in the 5th and came around to score. Here's the 0-1. Curveball in for strike 2.
Even better curveball.
Yes. Wow. Now 91.
Yeah. Up top.
At the letters. Here we go. 0-2. That's a little too much up
Yeah, a little
top.
too high.
1 and 2. He needs a longer shirt.
He does.
I got some tails to that shirt or something next year. Here's the 1-2. Curveball. Little looping line drive to left. Good base hit right there. And Edgar gets it in.
Yeah, that's a good job of hitting right there. He watched those first two curveballs and he was able to stay on that one.
Wow. Gets a little tight here.
Yeah.
J.D. Aranda has a double and an RBI. He's 1 for 3 today. Fastball in for strike one. Challenges him. I like it. Go at him.
Yeah, definitely.
On the outside corner.
Definitely.
Let's get one on the knee here. 0-1. Or backdooring. He does. He's going to get away from Portillo as it bounces. Tying runs out of second base now. Takes away the double play.
Yep, and a base hit ties the game.
Yep. And a deep fly ball gets him to third, if nothing else. Little inside. 2-1. Ball 3. Again, empty first base. Being a little more careful.
Yep. They're going to put him on.
Just put him on base.
Easton didn't know. He didn't really.
He's like, what? He did not agree with that, but.
Well, I mean, it sets up a double play. There's no reason.
Left-handed hitter who's hit everything, so. Now you got double play opportunity. Again, good player, but hadn't hit the ball like Aranda has. Okay, deep breath, everybody. There's one out. Top of the 7th, first and second. 3 holes up. Fouls that one back.
Big cut there by Minyard. Coming out of his shoes right there.
If they are able to get this tied or go ahead, you got to go back to Rosas and hand it to him for that base hit after taking a couple of those curveballs. Here's the 0-1. Curveball, a little low. 1-1. Deep breath. Coming home with it. High fastball, 2-1. All right, now then, we don't want to put that guy at third base here.
Yeah, no doubt about that, because then just a pass ball could tie the ball game.
Curveball in the dirt. Be tough. Fouls him another. It's a good pitch right there, going back in. Getting a strike at the knee, fouls it off, 2-2. You get that 11-5 curveball here for strike 3 looking.
That's what I'd like to see.
2-2. Fastball low, full count, nowhere to go. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know what you go back to right here.
Gonna step off.
Whatever you think you can throw for a strike.
Here's the pitch. Strike 3, got him swinging. It's a big pitch right there from Easton Autry. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 1 out away. Up for beans coming up. All right, Corbin Hall gonna go out and visit with him. He is 1 for 3. Hit a ball hard last time on the line. Temez climbed the ladder and was able to catch. So another good hitter up. This is probably your guy, and just the last. You just got to go to the top 4. Pretty tough hitters. So Corbin Hall going to go out and talk a little strategy here. Let's talk about what we're going to do. Settle him down. Take a breath.
You want everybody on the same page. You don't want any miscommunication.
Yep. All right. Get the force. Ground balls. Let's get it out. So Hall is finished. This is what you play the game for right
this
here.
This is it right here.
Junior Easton Autry trying to close this one out. Ramin steps in. Working out of the stretch. Coming home with it. Breaking ball. Good job by Portillo to keep that in front. A little too much action on that breaking ball.
Really good block there by Josh to keep it in front and not let it kick off.
1 ball, no strikes. Runner goes. There's a shot to left field. Egger makes the play. Ball game. Tigers win 4-3. See you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Woo,
That's a well-hit ball.
he hit that one pretty hard, but it was right at Edgar. He's playing him about 3 feet off the fence. So, man, what a ball game.
What a game. 4-3. Tigers win this one. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock, man. What a great game. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm sure Cabrera will be back on the mound.
I'm sure
for those
he will
guys.
be.
See what happens
we do.
when we do.
What we go
We'll
with.
see a lot tomorrow. So great effort there tonight. Tigers come away, got out a win. It wasn't pretty, but they got that win. A big leadoff triple from Josh Portillo comes around to get that extra run that you needed to win the game.
You ended up needing that. You needed that. Without that, that's the big, huge hit there by Josh in that situation.
Yeah, our fans are singing the na-na-na-na song.
There's another
but they're
game.
not leaving. They're not saying goodbye. You got another game tomorrow. Let's hold off on that one. So we'll hang on here. We got Coach Autry sure coming up. Hopefully they don't cut us off tonight. Pull the plug on us like they did last night. But the Tigers win a big one here, 4-3, and hard fought for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Great, resilience. They went down 1-0 early and able to fight back and get the runs they needed. It's a huge, huge win.
So Perkins will get the win. Autry will get the save. And he goes 1 2/3 to do it. They used a big pickoff in the rundown with a runner at third base.
Yeah, that was huge.
That jam and the strikeout. And then you get Easton Autry finishing up here with a strikeout and a big line out to the left. And another sophomore out there, inexperienced guy having to make a play. He kind of had happy feet for a second. He's like, I got this, I'm on it. Makes the play, Tigers finish it off. But this series, man, it's going to be a nail-biter tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, definitely going to be. I've been impressed with their hitters tonight. I mean, they had some guys hitting the ball well.
Yes.
I mean, they'll be coming out tomorrow being just as aggressive.
Yeah, they're not afraid to go after pitches. And that swing right there on Easton, that was a well-hit ball.
Yeah, I mean, he squared that ball up pretty well.
So typically a game 3, you better be ready to score runs.
Yes.
Because both teams are kind of into their bench or into their bullpen. I got to think Coach Autry's hoping for 2 or 3 innings from 2 or 3 different guys.
Yeah, I would think so. I think that, you look at who's through how many pitches. Easton threw 21 pitches. Cabrera was only threw 7 pitches, so he's definitely the starter tomorrow. You got to believe that. So
I don't know if Coach can find us. There's so many people around here. So.
I don't know which one of these are plugged in.
I got it.
You got it?
The one with the wind sign on it.
Okay.
So we'll have him here hopefully in a second. But again, great effort from his team to battle through and come up with a big win. And never say die, right? So when you can do that, that's what you want out of your team. And however it looks like, if you score 2 runs on a pass ball, so be it, right?
It doesn't matter as long as the runs score. We've taken advantage of other teams' mishaps a lot this year.
That's what good teams do.
Yep.
And so, again, you got to hand it to Wilson. I think most of the people from Corsicana wouldn't have assumed that as good a ball club as they have been, and they continue to be a good ball club here tonight. And they showed they're no fluke. So,
yeah, I mean, when you heard they were, the district they were in, you didn't really know what you're going to get, but they're a good ball club. I mean, like we said last night, they could compete in our district just as well.
And I know a lot of people wonder where Woodrow Wilson is. It's actually in that, you get Lakewood, the M Streets area of Dallas, which is a pretty nice area, so you get a pretty good mix of kids there, and obviously they're good baseball kids. So, all right, I think Coach is finally able to make it through the gauntlet to get over here. See if he's got his breath about him. All right, hang on a second. Let me get you on here. All right, Coach, how you doing? Can you breathe in?
I mean, I knew Easton was going to be able to get it done there. I mean, had to go against their better hitters, and the baseball rules tell you never intentionally walk the go-ahead run. But kid's a pretty good player, so we're just going to take our chances with a right-handed hitter in a 3-1 count there. And sometimes you look good making those calls, sometimes you don't.
Well, you got an open base. You got a left-handed hitter who's tattooed the ball all weekend, so that's definitely not a bad call. So I think just walking Easton with a man on first base, they kind of didn't want him to do the same thing you didn't want their guy to do.
Yeah, I was really hoping to see Easton get a few swings off there, but it worked out for them. So good call for Coach over there.
Kind of a strange way to end the 6th inning, by the way.
Yeah, we heard the guy tell him to squeeze, so I told Easton they were squeezing. And so I said, hey, go get the pop-up if he pops the bunt up or whatever. And it just worked out, not exactly the way we like to run down and be executed, but sometimes you're better to be lucky than good. But Sean played good catch there, and that just gives us something else to work on and talk about.
Well, talk about your pitchers. I think Connor did a great job. He got into a really good rhythm there after that first inning, and they ran into a little bit of trouble there in the end in that 5th inning.
Man, I thought Connor did a good job. He threw a few breakers early in the count. We just got to get that breaking ball in there and land it more often. We've got to figure it out. And, I thought he did a really good job of keeping him off balance. He used his changeup with the left-handed hitter as well. Made some big pitches when we needed to. So overall, I was proud of his start.
Well, you got it done. It wasn't pretty, but you were able to get it done, make things happen when you got some guys on base.
We made a couple errors there early. It wasn't. They ended up not really hurting us, I guess you'd say. But the 2-out walk hurt us there. 2 out, nobody on walk. That hurt us. We just got. It's like you said. Nothing's easy in the playoffs anyway. So, my heart rate was pretty low there in the last inning. I mean, it is what it is. Whatever happens at this point, it's just. And to me, it's just let the guys play, and hopefully we come out on top.
Well, a big triple there by Portillo in the 5th inning to get that extra run that we ended up really needing.
Yeah, he got the ball up in the wind, and I think the kid, had a hard time reading it, and that was huge, And then, you got to tip your hat to Trent Bruton. He executed a perfect safety squeeze that we worked on 400,000 times, and I was very proud of Trenton.
Yeah, it certainly was big right there after going up there with 1 out, and the kid at first base made a good play on when Sean hit the ball to the right side, going over there and making the play. And I know they're playing in, so you want to try to make sure you not give up that first out at home.
Yeah, nobody out there. That's infield in. He just capped it. He's a little early, capped it off the end of the bat. But once again, Trent executed, and we got that run across, and it turned out to be a big run. We only won by 1.
Seems like he's mastered the art of RBIs without getting hits the last 2 weeks.
Hey, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Getting them home, right?
Yeah, I think he had 8 RBIs the last series, and when he's under control, Trent's a very good hitter, and he just has to calm himself down and stick to his plan.
Well, what you gonna do tomorrow? I know you hadn't decided yet. You got a lot to work on tonight.
Yeah, we got some options. We're just gonna piece it together and go home and think about it and piece it together. Enjoy this one just for a minute, and Easton didn't throw too many pitches there. I don't know how many he threw yet.
21.
21. So. I got to see. There's a lot of things we got to check on. But who knows? We might surprise you and throw somebody. Who knows? I've been known to do some crazy things.
Yeah, we've seen it. Well, I tell you, you got to see Cabrera a little bit. You assume he probably starts tomorrow.
That's what I'm thinking.
Does that give you a benefit?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know. I don't. As far as we know, those are their 3 guys. So. He kind of put all his eggs in a basket there, so we got to see him. So they got to see Easton too. So I guess we're just going to line up and see. May the best team win.
Well, game 3s can be interesting sometimes. Sometimes high scoring, sometimes you have a guy step up and get it done, and you just don't know.
Absolutely, and with this team, every game's interesting. So, you know, we're just trying to grind it out and play a good inning, one inning at a time.
Well, their top 4 guys are pretty tough outs.
I'll tell you what, you know, we were talking about that in the dugout. I mean, you know, those guys are good ball players, man, and I mean, all 4 of them. And I mean, they've got a good club, you know, and they're tough outs, and you know, they make you throw it over the plate, and you know, they put the ball in play. So tomorrow ought to be fun.
Well, let's get it done, man. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks, Heath. Be careful going home. We'll see you tomorrow. Congratulations, my friend. So happy for you. And a game 3. We've been really, really good on game 3s.
Yeah, I mean, you're going back quite a while. Game 3s have seemed to come our way, so.
Yep.
A lot of times that comes down to coaching or you know, executing, and we've done that in the past. Going to have to do that tomorrow.
Well, looking forward to it, Stephen. I guess we get to sit out here in the sun.
Yeah.
Better bring sunscreen.
Yeah.
Get ready to go. And great job, Laney, tonight. Getting it done by herself. She's awesome. So Adam trained her well.
Yeah,
so.
Thank you.
All right. Well, appreciate you guys for joining us here tonight, sticking with us. Who knows if the internet will be better tomorrow, but we'll have the audio for sure coming through to you, and hopefully the pictures can keep up. And we look forward to a great game tomorrow and to finish this series off and do it in the right fashion.
Yeah, need to get this out and head on to next week. That's what the survive in advance kind of mentality right now.
All right, 1 o'clock tomorrow. We'll see you right here. Until then, we wish you all a good night. God bless, and go Tigers.